Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Have and to Roll. I am Daft Prodigy, joined by my beautiful husband, Rain Zero. You are listening to Session 71, Veldraine. The cover of night have made it to the port city of Veldraine and have been looking for a place to lay low. Well, most of them at least. Iunia has taken it upon themselves to investigate the local cult of Aroden, and the locals aren't pleased at the intrusion. Uh-oh. This session features sound effects by Syrinscape and music by Michael Ghelfi Audio. More on those at the end of the session. And now, let's find out if it's time for a schism already on Curse of the Crimson Throne.
Hello, beautiful wife.
Hello, beautiful husband.
And welcome back
to
Curse
of the Crimson
Throne.
Yes.
Sorry, I was trying to catch up with you there.
Yeah, you ran past me.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Curse of the Crimson.
Curse of the Crimson Throne.
The throne of Crimson. It's a crimson throne.
And now we're, writing the lyrics to a pop song from the 90s.
So, what happened last time on Curse of the Crimson Throne?
Last time on Curse of the Crimson Throne, having completed an underwater adventure that rescued our dear Ophelia and cleared her name, the party found themselves on the road leading into Veldraine, a port city that also serves as the Naval Academy and a primary source of ships for the Korvosan fleet. The town is overrun with Grey Maidens, and there was pretty stiff security on the way in, but it was nothing that our dear Ophelia, now that she's back, couldn't handle with some very impressive disguise checks and a convincing enough lie that we were a traveling group of bards looking to make it big in the shitty taverns of Veldraine.
Yes.
We made our way into the city and went to the central market to hear what we could hear. We did some rumor gathering. We learned that Lord Veldraine might have, among his impressive hoard of expensive magical items, an amulet of proof against detection and location, which we are looking for our good friend Neolandus Calipopoulos, the former seneschal of Korvosa, who is on the run and has a bunch of very important information about Queen Ilios' plans.
Also, a thing that would work in this situation, if you can find like a wand of non-detection or something like that.
Yeah, or something like that.
Work.
Yeah.
Albeit for a limited time.
Yeah. Yeah, the amulet is a more long-term solution. And in addition to that, we learned about the new vigilante in Korvosa who burned down the bridges. Their name is Trefacia.
Or Trefacia if you're a Korvosan.
Trefacia, yeah. Based off of the three-faced mask used in theater that is also something that they wear as part of their costume.
Yes.
They are, according to rumor, they have taken over Blackjack's position as the protector of Old Korvosa and see fit to keep it that way.
Yes.
After receiving this information and receiving a fake handbag, Ophelia returned to the party, and Iunia noticed some graffiti of a tentacled symbol of Aroden and the words, "The Shadow Waits."
Mm-hmm.
Squelch, being an extremely good tracker, followed the trail of this graffiti artist to a warehouse, just in a sort of abandoned
abandoned building that looked like it had its door boarded over, But you very quickly learned that the boarding was sort of added on to the door itself to make it look more abandoned.
Yes. So Iunia went into this building alone, went up to the door, knocked, said the shadow waits. They entered the building and met with some cultists who claimed to be, worshiping the shadow Aroden.
Yeah, and it turned out they were kind of human supremacists.
Yeah, which Iunia was not very comfortable with.
No.
Indicative of how they have learned a bit in their adventures out and about with people who aren't human.
And so you threw back your hood, revealed that you are the prophet of Aroden.
Rolled terribly on my intimidation check, and now I'm about to get my ass handed to me by a bunch of cultists.
And now the cultists are like, fuck off, you're not the real prophet of Aroden. And so let us roll for initiative.
All right.
Now I have to use some physical dice because I'm actually using some sheets I haven't put in.
Oh no. Oh no. Iunia's gonna get fucking murdered. I rolled a 2 for a total of 3.
Oh, hey, Iunia, you get to have a roll-off.
Oh my god.
One of the guards rolled the exact same initiative as you.
Iunia's dexterity score is at 10.
You got a 16.
Oh no.
Just roll a d20.
Yep, here we go. 11.
Okay, so you get 0.11. And I get 1.6. Hey, guess who's going last?
Iunia. We'll just say they're caught off guard after they throw their cloak off. They throw their cloak back sort of Gandalf style, and they're like, this is going to be really impressive. They're all going to kowtow when they see that I am the prophet of Aroden of whom they've been speaking, and that isn't what happens.
Amazing.
Thankfully, my flat-footed AC is not different from my regular AC.
Okay, so with that, the head cultist, who sort of has a dark robe over their head, it's like this dark, tattered green material, sort of walks forward toward you, and you just hear them as they quickly move to act, say, "Now, you must not go about profaning the name of Aroden. Otherwise, you may never feel his blessings." And reaches out to you.
How dare you?
And you see shadow course up his arm.
Oh shit!
As he grabs you.
Oh shit!
And I need you to make a will save.
Oh, natural 20.
So
35.
So the shadow courses up his arm as he hits you. The shadow like surges up his body, almost like a torrent of water moving towards you, and it clings around you and starts to wrap itself around your head and starts to pool into your eyes. But then just boom, this explosion disperses it in a perfect sphere, dissipating around you. And the shadows swirl about you as you succeed on the save.
How dare you?
All right. And this cultist here is going to try to grab you. 16 versus CMD.
Nope.
So one of the acolytes goes to grab one of your arms, and the other acolyte is going to try to grab your other one. They got also a 16.
Nope.
As they both find that they can't quite get purchase on your armor. They're not particularly well trained for this. Now, Iunia, what would you like to do?
So they're within 5 feet of me. Can I take a 5-foot step back?
I mean, you would still... So you could take a 5-foot step away from any one of them. Let me see. They would be positioned like this.
Okay.
Basically, 2 of them behind you, 1 of them in front.
Oh, okay.
So you can 5-foot step in any direction to not being right next to one of them.
Okay. I'm going to 5-foot step to up and to the left so that I'm near the cultist, the main cultist, and not sort of the baby cultists.
Okay. Yeah, so you're stepping toward the leader.
Yes, I'll step toward the leader, and then I'll just eat an attack of opportunity as I cast Shadow Conjuration Glitter Dust.
Okay, and he's going to try to attack at you with a dagger. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
Nope.
All right, so as it skids off your armor, Shadow Conjuration Glitter Dust.
Yeah, gotcha. I guess I'll have to include myself in that explosion as well, but
I don't think so.
If I want to hit the cultist, I think I do.
Oh, you could get it from.
Oh, I suppose I could.
Yeah, if you centered it on the cultist who was previously to your left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
You could hit both of them, or you could hit all three of them without.
All right.
Hitting yourself.
So that is a DC 19 will save on the Shadow Conjuration.
Okay. Will save. The head cultist is going to succeed.
Okay.
Oh wait, these guys actually I have a fail and fail.
Okay, so we roll
so the two acolytes seem to be blinded by the glitter as it coalesces in their eyes. But the leader, you almost see like the glitter sort of fade back to darkness around them.
Actually, I think for Shadow Conjuration, you first make a save against the Shadow Conjuration, and then you make an additional save against the spell.
Oh, okay.
So it has a 20% chance, I think, of going off on the cultist regardless, the cultist leaders.
So the front one succeeded on his will save to ignore it.
Yeah, so it has a 20% chance of him needing to make a will save against the...
So roll a D100, and what are we doing, 20 or
lower?
We'll
do low. Yeah, we'll do low.
Okay.
Ah, poo.
Okay,
76.
So yeah, like you see the shadow, you see the glitter dust fade to shadowy motes around him, and then they just suck back into his cloak, actually. And the other two fail their save to disbelieve, and then they also fail their saves to be blinded.
Okay. So it's like, instead of like the golden sparkles of glitter dust, it's like black sparkles. Mm-hmm. Like they're coated in like a goth glitter bomb. Iunia will demand, how do you have this spellcasting power? What tricks are you using?
No tricks. The shadow grants what is asked for. And you're going to see them take their dagger, and it just charges as this shadow energy that's been surging around them again courses up their arm and into the dagger, and you just see like wisps of smoke coming off as they stab at you.
It's a channel smite.
Yeah. Ah, fuck. It's not gonna hit. For a total of 11.
No.
Yeah. They go to stab at you, and the dagger again just glances off your armor. You just see this gout of energy just shoot out the side, and the others are blinded. Mm-hmm. But this one knew that you were here. They're going to step up, and they're going to try to attack at you. I'm just going to toggle on blinded for both of them as they move forward. They try to hit you with basically like a club. Yeah. And
they're in the Shadow Aroden club.
Then they have a 50% miss chance. That's going to be a miss. A 16 to hit.
Yeah, no.
As they swing, and you manage to dodge out of the way, and then the other one is going to also come forward and also swing. Well, that could hit, because that's a natural 20.
Oh.
With a 25 to confirm.
Oh, that does confirm, yeah.
Okay, let's see if it's gonna hit him. All right, that one actually is a hit.
They get a good smack off.
As this person comes forth and smacks you with a club, and it deals 15 points of damage to you.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
How do you respond?
Well, I think Iunia was looking to deal with this non-violently. Not non-violently, but they were looking to diffuse the situation, perhaps by intimidating these people into leaving. But it seems like they're very interested in killing Iunia. So
you have profaned the name of Aroden.
Yes, apparently. Apparently I have. I think this would be a great opportunity for Iunia to channel entropy. They're like, the shadows course around them. It's a DC 17 will save to have the damage. Okay. They go, if you will not listen to me, you will listen to him.
Okay.
I roll 5d6 damage.
Okay.
19 points of damage.
You manage to... So both of the acolytes are hit with this entropy, and you see their armor corrode around them, and the color drain from their skin, and they're sitting, and they're left standing there, just very, very hurt by this. The one in the front holds their blade up, and you almost see the shadows as they course out, the entropy as it courses out from you, breaking across the blade and swirling back around, and some of it from the turbulence behind does hit them, and so they only take half damage.
9 points,
but they are still standing.
Yeah.
They're all technically still standing, but the two other guards are left reeling.
Iunia will look to the two blinded and weakened lesser cultists. End this now. Submit to your superior. Me. It's me.
Who's your superior?
Me.
Shit, I really haven't figured out the chain of command thing going
Submit
with
to
this.
the true prophet of Aroden.
I don't know. This guy's been casting spells and saying that he worships Aroden, so I don't know. The front guy is... Let me see, what can I do? You can see that he's starting to panic a bit as he realizes that your power does seem superior to his own. All right. And he's going to 5-foot step back and just let me see. As he steps back and goes, there is no place for one like you who does not have the fortitude to do what is necessary to uphold the true purpose of Aroden. If you will not turn your voice to his purpose, then perhaps it is best if you don't use any magic at all. Make a will save.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
27.
There's this brief moment where you hear this, and there's just this faintest thing in the back of your mind going, maybe you shouldn't use any magic. Maybe I shouldn't cast any spells. And then how do you shake that off?
The spell goes forward out of the cultist's mouth, sort of like spiraling smoke, tendrils of darkness reaching into Iunia's ears. And like before with the other spell, there's this burst of force as the shadows are put under Iunia's control and are expelled from their ears.
Nice. Okay. And then one of the cultists here is going to actually reach into their pocket and pull out a healing potion and
do I get an attack of opportunity on that?
you do. As they draw the healing potion. Oh wait, no, they can't do both. They're currently disabled. So you see actually the two acolytes just get down on their knees, breathing heavily, like, no, please. I yield.
Okay.
And I'm going to remove them both from initiative. Iunia, what would you like to do?
Your subordinates have realized my power. Will you not do the same?
And he will just say, I will never relent to a spineless, insignificant imitator who claims to know Aroden's mind.
You will yield to the true prophet of Aroden. Iunia is going to take a 5-foot step forward and full round attack.
Ooh.
So we're going to channel smite on this first one.
Okay.
That's a plus 13 to hit. I'm not doing power attack because I can't roll to save my life. It's 13.
Oh!
That's natural 20. Rolling to confirm. We'll just take the results of this die here.
Yeah.
Does a 23 confirm?
Yeah, that confirms.
Okay. So Falcata has a ×3 crit.
So give me, I guess, then 2d8 plus 4.
Yep. Oh. Two
right.
twos. I got
15?
5, a 2, and a 2. So that's 15 points of damage, and then the channel smite is coming in.
Damn.
5d6. I think you still get a will save. Oh shit!
It's not gonna matter.
22 points of damage.
Even on a fail. Well, let's make it to see if he dies. Natural 20. So
11
again,
points.
this yeah. How do you want to do it?
Okay, so I imagine because he succeeds on the will save, as Iunia comes forward, they pull out their falcata and the shadows coalesce around their blade, much in the same way that they coalesced around the cultist's dagger, but even more intensely. And Iunia raises their falcata and sort of chops down on this guy's neck, deals a grievous injury. And then the shadows try to finish the guy off, and he stares up as the shadows are creeping sort of along his neck and up to his face.
Yeah.
And he starts to fight the shadows off.
Yeah.
And Iunia stares, and they stick the falcata in a little bit more, and the shadows just wash over the guy's body, and he collapses dead.
Yeah. Actually, the shadows course up, and you see him like resisting, and then they just explode out the side of his head, and basically all these veins that were filling with shadow around him are just now gushing blood out, and he lays on the ground, bleeding.
So shall all such false prophets meet their end.
All right. And the remaining guards here, they sort of just collapse, exhausted, bleeding. They're not bleeding out, but they fall unconscious.
I will, I have something for this. Yes, I can cast Stabilize on both of them.
Okay.
And then Iunia will actually use their healers, their healing hands ability to heal up both of these cultists.
Okay. So you'll probably get them back up to full?
I believe so. It's treat deadly wounds. So I do a heal check on that. So that's at plus 18. Oh yeah, I got a 36. I think I get both of them. I get one of them up to full.
Yeah.
And then we'll roll for the other.
They have 19 hit points.
Yeah. 21. That'll get them both up.
Okay. And you heal both of them up. And they just go, I don't understand.
You have been freed from the one who was corrupting you.
Everything he said, though. He said that there would be a glorious new world for us.
There will be. But not only for us.
They sort of having been fully restored, look at you and just go, if yours is the way to follow in Aroden's path, we will follow.
Restore what has been broken for everyone.
And actually, one of them seems pretty much like, okay, no, you're right. The other one goes, if we're restoring everything for everyone, how will we know that humans will have a place in the world still?
Will not the others be grateful?
And you see, they don't seem to fully buy that. Actually, roll diplomacy.
I'm so good at that.
They're hostile toward this idea.
Okay, hold on. Where's my sheet? Here's my sheet.
One of them was sort of indifferent, and the other one is actively hostile toward it.
13?
The guy, this one guy goes, No, I don't know what tricks you are pulling. I have read the writings of Aroden. I have heard of his miracles and the path that he had chosen for humanity. I will have no part of this. And he throws his weapon on the ground, and he's going to leave.
Sully his name no further.
I speak only for what I seek in the world. Aroden was once a means to attaining these things. I can only hope that he will be again. And the guy's gonna start to leave.
Wait. Are there others like you?
Why should I tell you? So you can kill them too?
I did not kill you.
But you killed him. Gestures toward the leader. I will not reveal my brothers and sisters.
I did not start this fight. But rest assured, I will be standing when it is over.
No. You did start this. You are the one they speak of. Are you not?
Yes?
You revealed that Aroden still lingers. Your ideals may want a softer, kinder future. But the world is harsh. Rorik knew that. And he guided us to prepare for its harshness. And Aroden answered.
You're right. I did start this. That makes you my responsibility. Iunia will cast Hold Person.
Ooh. And the other cultists will be like, oh, wait. Don't do anything rash. Like, he doesn't know what he's saying. And the guy just sort of sits there gritting his teeth, and you can see like his eyes bugging out of his head as he seizes.
He knows exactly what he's saying.
And the other cultist is sort of like putting a hand on your shoulder, like, no, don't do anything permanent. He's not all that bad. He's a great guy.
He has made his choice.
Okay.
I will coup de grace him.
Okay. Well, roll 38 plus 6.
Okay. Right.
Oh, it worked anyway.
Oh, yeah, it only, sad rolls.
Okay.
14.
So, all right. And then he needs to make a fortitude save.
Actually, would I be able to channel smite on the coup de grace?
Yes, you could.
Oh, I would actually like to do that.
Okay. Yeah, so channel smite.
So.
Yeah, just so you channel smite on the coup de grace.
Yeah. So Iunia puts their falcata up. And as this man is frozen on the spot, they raise their falcata in the air with one hand, as the shadows course up their arm and around the falcata again, and with a cry, they just chop the guy's head off.
Mm-hmm. And the initial cut just kind of glances it's like, oh, I didn't actually have enough power behind that one to do it. But then almost following through, the channel smite sweeps with a shadowy blade that follows through and then embeds in the ground. You see this crack form in the stone beneath you.
Iunia turns back to the one living cultist.
They collapse to their knees. Their hands fall to the ground in the pool of blood that is now forming.
Warn your friends. If they do not accept that others who are not human may also benefit from our work on their own terms, they will meet this man's fate.
The guy just kind of sits there, and you can see that he's crying. He doesn't speak.
Iunia will wipe their blade.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you want any of the loot?
That seems a little much.
Okay. All right, so you leave.
We heard some shouting. Is everything okay? You're hurt. Yes, I am hurt. I will be all right in time. Do you want to talk about it? Is that... Oh God, is that blood? Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. The party will hurry away from the scene.
Okay.
What the fuck? They wanted to subjugate all of Avestan. They wanted what Cheliax wanted. What, you mean Cheliax, the place with the devils and stuff? Yes, but before the devils, it wasn't better. It was still bad. So you killed them? They tried to kill me. Oh, all right, fine.
And where are you guys heading? As you quickly evacuate the area.
How about one of those shitty taverns? Yeah. What were they called again? The clanky chain? The clanky chain? The loud frog?
The loud frog. And I can't remember the other one.
Sorry, I need a minute after the Iunia scene. That was pretty intense.
Yeah, it was.
Jesus. Iunia's cold. They're cold.
They're pretty cold.
Oof, fuck.
But yeah, you got a human supremacist cultist.
Yeah.
Who did seem to have magic.
Yeah.
Proclaiming that they wanted a more human-centric future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Iunia's like, actually, I learned pretty quick that's shitty and it sucks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Iunia's got like a really impressive bruise.
Yeah.
From where they got crit on with a club on their head.
Yeah.
As we are moving away from the scene of the double murder.
Schism.
How can there be a schism? There's like 8 people who worship this guy.
Look, if there's 8 people worshiping one deity, that's 8 possible different interpretations of the faith.
Yeah, I was in a knitting circle one time that was...
What?
Sometimes Shellenites get wild, that's all I'm saying.
No, it's knit 1, purl 2!
Fuck. So as we're running, well, not running, moving quickly, but not so quickly as to draw attention.
Hustling. As we're hustling,
Damien is prestidigitating the remaining blood off of Iunia's falcata. Squelch is going to look up and just point at the enormous bruise blossoming across the side of Iunia's head where they got crit on with that club.
Do you want us to fix that?
Oh, Iunia sort of feels their head. Ow. One moment. And we will use Wand of... Oh god, all I have is Wand of Cure Serious. Let me see. That's a little too... I'm not quite at Cure Serious levels yet.
Do you just have a spell slot?
Yeah.
With one of the lower cures?
Yeah, I have Cure Light Wounds in a spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah, Iunia will cast Cure Light Wounds on themselves. 1d8 plus 5, and it heals them 10 points of damage. They are the bruise recedes. They have sort of a nasty looking cut, and they sort of move their
up under an awning,
move their hair, and put their hood back up to hide the injury.
Yeah. The back alleys here are kind of a tangled network of these 1 or 2 person wide spaces between buildings. So finding a way out does involve sort of navigating these several 100-year-old streets.
Ooh, would you like me to make a survival check?
I mean, you're just getting away. You're not like trying to go anywhere in particular.
Okay.
But
I'm much more excited about rolling survival checks now that I have a druid in the party.
You could roll a survival to see if you are totally lost.
Ooh, I would love to do that. Okay, so that's a 17 to roll.
Or to see if you figured out roughly what direction you've been heading, so
yes.
Therefore, no. What general area?
Skills. Whoop. Oh, it rolled in an 18 and then over to a 5, so 22?
Still good enough. Let me see. Do I have DCs for survival? Yeah, you would gather. Looking at a few landmarks, you can see the steeple of the Temple of Erastil. You can see the large crenellated towers of the Naval Academy, and from there you would gather that you guys have probably come to about here.
Okay.
Meaning you're kind of close to the chain house, which is down over here. There's a dry dock, which you would figure if you get out of this tangle of back alleys, you might be able to actually see.
And do we hear the sounds of tavern nearby?
You hear the sounds kind of distant of a large amount of foot traffic. This side, you'll have like a courtyard in this area where there's a few people just sort of sitting around, like on benches and talking. They seem to be discussing the finer points of some sort of sporting event that happened recently. I don't know what sort of sports people get involved in here, nor do I know anything about sports. So they're mostly just talking about the athleticism of one of the people on the team and how, man, it's really good that that guy's on the team and that we didn't trade him for so-and-so from Magnamar.
He'll be real useful in the upcoming Blood Pig tournaments.
Yes, Blood Pig. That's what we got. They're going, I'm really excited for the playoff game against
Can you believe Arsenal just
Riddleport.
walked the hog in like that?
What a good fucking god.
Sorry.
Did you see that ludicrous display last night? Anyway.
Sorry. All right. Yeah. So as they're talking, Lenore's gonna just kind of come up. Hey, we're new in town. Do you have any recommendations for a good place to get something to drink?
A good place?
All right. Do you have recommendations for a bad place?
There's a place to get drinks. It's over there. They point toward the end of the wall, actually. That'd be the Clinky chain.
All right.
And they're sort of pointing toward this large tower that overlooks the harbor. And you can see there is a massive winch and coiled chain atop the tower, and you can see that there's like a hole in the side where the chain actually like comes out and stretches out over the harbor itself.
Excellent. Lenore will go, thank you for the recommendation. If I happen to see either of you there later, first one's on me. She gives him a little wink and walks off.
Very nice. And was that Lenore?
Yeah, that was Lenore.
Okay. So heading off that way, you will find a ramshackle looking tavern that looks like it was a really old building that at some point somebody decided they were going to put a second edition on. And at the time, they probably thought, wow, this is going to be a really great addition. And then it didn't turn out exactly the way that they thought. And so there is an addition on the building that has a bunch of extra struts holding up the eaves of the roof, because it's pretty clear this thing could just collapse in on itself at any time. However, they do have, in the way that people would have like a velvet rope sectioning off the VIP section of a club, they do have a little chain blocking off the front door, and there's a halfling sitting by the chain. They've got like a little stool, and they're rocking it back on its back legs. And as you come up, they go, well. What do we have here? Out of towners?
Yep.
So, you got the money for the cover charge?
Cover charge.
Cover charge. This is the most exclusive place in town. The Clinky Chain sort of rattles the chain that's blocking off the door, and it goes, the only place in all of Aricia where you can drink in the shadow of the one and only Harbor Chain.
That sounds nice.
And you see this, the Harbor Chain, now that you're getting a closer look at it, is fucking huge, by the way. They're these rings of iron that are probably like, the rings themselves are probably about 5 inches thick.
Wow.
Bands of iron. And the winch that's on the top of the tower nearby is one of the most massive pieces of machinery you've ever seen. You see there's like this huge set of gears that allow them to raise and lower it. They actually have, it looks like a hill giant. Actually, it looks like a few hill giants stationed on the top of the tower.
Wow.
And they've got like little leather caps on their heads. That it's kind of hard to make out from this distance, but they do seem to have some sort of heraldry on them.
Oh, that's cool. They're official.
There's like 4 hill giants up there.
That is very impressive. Lenore's gonna look down at the halfling bouncer. What's the cover charge?
2 gold.
Sense motive. Iunia's gonna sense motive. Sculpt's gonna sense motive, and Lenore's gonna sense motive. Lenore, she's just gonna look back at the more perceptive members of the party. Sense motive. Iunia got a 27. Squelch got a 17. And Lenore, who's not great at sensing motive.
Yeah, you guys will probably gather that the
Lenore got a natural 1.
Lenore, give the guy 2 gold.
Lenore is going forward to give the guy 2 gold, and Iunia grabs her arm.
And yeah, Iunia, you gather the cover charge is basically this guy trying to make a little bit extra money while he watches the door.
Lenore's reaching into her pocket. She's like, "Oh shit! Okay, hold on." Iunia,
do you take platinum?
Yeah. Oh,
can you break a platinum piece?
And Iunia grabs her arm and sort of, no. Thank you. Iunia will step forward and speak to the halfling. Thank you for your diligent work in guarding the door.
You're not gonna pay me, are you?
No. Nice try.
You know, it works once in about 100 times.
Lenore looks up. That's it?
Yeah, well, most of the people are from here. They don't get a lot of visitors this way.
I mean, there's gotta have been some other people who are big and cool who got
You see some people
fooled by that.
You see some people holding a map. They're dressed in clothes that look like they're from some other region of the inner sea, and then they're holding their map up and they go, "Oh look, here's the clinky chain.
Don't forget about the cover charge."
Yeah, cover charge, 2 gold. Oh, and you see them reach into a leather pouch and pull out 4 gold for the 2 of them. They go, "Here you go."
See, did that bring it up at all from 1 out of 100 to something bigger?
I was kind of just pulling numbers out of my ass.
Oh. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but here I am.
Anyway, are you going in or not?
Yes!
And the guy lifts the little hook that's on the metal pole opposite his chair and gestures for you to come in.
And we will enter.
And then he's going to follow behind you, hook the chain as he comes into the tavern, and then he's going to spring up, hopping off of one of the bar stools and jumping behind it. So what do you have?
Oh, damn it.
Look, times is hard to get new help these days.
Yeah, look, I mean, we were planning on tipping nice. Just does that make up
I hope
for
you do,
it?
because you didn't pay the cover charge.
God damn it. And, we'll we'll get our drinks. Well, what would Portobello like to drink? This is the complicated question. Do you have like sewer water? Like whatever the water you've been using to wash the dishes?
I mean, yeah, we got the slop bucket.
Oh my god, Portobello, would you like some slop bucket? Oh.
Leave the Otiug outside.
Portobello comes
Leave
over.
the Otiug outside.
Portobello is already reaching for the slop bucket.
Get it out of here.
It's already
Get it out of
reaching-
here.
it's
This is a
already
place
reaching
of
for the slop
business
bucket.
where people eat. Get it out.
It's eating from the slop bucket.
Out. Look, I'm not going to serve you if you bring that thing in here.
Come on. Come on,
There's-
Portobello.
There's
Food for me.
take it down to the waterfront. There's all manner of gross shit it can drink down there.
As Squelch and Portobello are
Why are
leaving,
you bringing in Otiug around?
Portobello will use his tentacle to grab a little bit more from the slop bucket and just put it in his mouth as they're leaving.
Yeah, for those of you who are staying in, they have ale, not particularly.
Oh, yes.
Expensive.
The reason Portobello was an Otiug now again and not an Ox any longer is because Damien had to cast Prestidigitation
Yeah, so he
on
lost,
Iunia's blade, so he dropped concentration on the major image.
So yeah, back to being an Otiug.
Yes.
So yeah, it would be 2 silver for ale for all of you. They've also got whiskey.
How much is the whiskey?
That would be, I believe, 5 silver for a glass.
Okay. Damien is going to get a glass of whiskey. 2, one for him and one for Ophelia. He will hand it over with a gentlemanly air that makes Ophelia roll her eyes. I can get it myself, you know. Lenore's gonna get ale, and Iunia's gonna get ale. So that's 14 silver pieces.
Okay.
We'll put 2 gold on the counter.
Right. He grabs the 2 gold, throws it in the cash box, and then serves up your drinks with very little flair.
Yes.
Just sort of, there you go.
Thanks. So,
Hey, don't I know yous?
no. Why?
I don't know. Is this Iunia talking?
No, this is Lenore.
Lenore.
No. This is our first time here. Ophelia, noticing that Lenore is sort of floundering a little bit, will come over. Hi.
Scratches his chin. Like, nah, I think I've seen your face before.
How are you doing on sort of nightly entertainment here? We're just
Nightly entertainment?
we're looking to make
our way in the city, and we thought we would get our start here.
People don't really come here to be entertained. They come here to get drunk.
Oh.
I mean, every now and then we have somebody who brings like a loot or something, and they start doing their thing. Usually, to get laid most of the time.
I've been learning how to play the sitar, but I'm not very good at it yet. Mostly I just sing.
Right. Well, I mean, people sing here, but I don't think that I would call any of it entertaining.
Oh.
It's, usually, thankfully, most of the singing usually starts close to last call, so then I can kick them out, so I don't have to listen to it anymore.
Yeah. Looking around, are there many other people in the bar right now?
There's like a few like dockhands at a table.
All right.
They seem to be loudly discussing the highlights of one of their recent trips around the inner sea. They seem very fixated on the size of breasts of women they have courted in various ports.
All right.
They're having a bit of a contest.
God.
That huge dung honkeros. Real gahunka bankaloose. Anyway.
Damien sort of like looks at them with like sort of a long, disgusted look. And just shakes his head a bit and looks back at the party and shrugs. Ophelia's chatting up the bartender. Should I roll some sort of a bluff check to get him off of our trail?
Yeah, roll bluff.
All right.
To see if you can disengage from the fact that he seems to have recognized at least one of you.
Love. It's 26.
Well, actually, do you roll sense motive or do you roll profession bartender?
Oh, God.
I think that would be recognizing people is probably profession bartender.
Yeah, no, I would agree. Agree.
No, I definitely... You sure this is your first time in town?
Yep, we've never been here before.
Actually, he goes, that one over there, points to Iunia. I just got the weirdest feeling that I think I've seen him somewhere before.
Oh, they just have one of those faces,
I don't know, that's a pretty... with the scar and the...
I mean... I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, whatever. Goes to cleaning glasses, as bartenders always do when they're not actively serving drinks or talking to people. And then after he's satisfied with how clean the glass is, he like hops up on the bar, goes, nobody break anything! And he goes back out to the door and sits back up on his stool.
Have a charge.
Anyway.
All right. So we're gonna Ophelia's
like 4 p.m. right now.
Ophelia's gonna go over to the rest of the sort of gather up everyone else. We should probably find Squelch. I think that guy recognized Iunia. You what? I've never even been here. Well, word gets around about the Curve Night and all of the things that we do and the things that we and the way that we look, and somebody with a big running water scar along the side of their face is, I guess, sort of distinctive.
Speaking of Squelch,
Yes.
You were guiding Portobello where?
Yeah. Squelch and Portobello are going to go to the waterfront.
Mm-hmm. And there will be the building at the western end of the harbor is a very impressive dry dock where there is currently a 3-masted ship up, completely drained of water, and people are like underneath it, like scraping barnacles off. And Portobello will see the barnacles being scraped off and go, lick.
You want some?
Now this is flying the naval jack of Korvosa, and so you will gather that this is a military dry dock.
You should. Okay, you stay here. Be quiet. Stay here.
And Squelch is going to use one use of her skin shape ability to look like sort of your average human dry dock worker. And is going to just sort of like try to sidle up to the people currently scraping barnacles off of the ship, and also start scraping barnacles off of the ship.
Hold on. As you're getting close, there will be, as you're getting like into the dock area, there will be like what looks like a officer who just goes, "Hold on."
Heard that you needed help with barnacles.
I don't recognize you.
I'm new.
Where are you from? Name and rank.
Oh, I'm a contractor from out of town.
Bluff.
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 Skills. Oh no. Do I get a bonus to bluff when I am skin shaping? This is important.
I don't know. That's a
I need
you
to
question.
look it up. Hold on. Nope.
No. What did you get?
Hold on. Let me see what's called just bluff modifiers. Oh no. It's a -2. Oh, fuck me. I got a 3 for a total of it's a dirty 1, as they say.
A 1.
A 1.
A total of 1?
Yes.
Wow. Wow, it's a race to the bottom here. I got a 3.
God damn it.
Oh wait, no, +4 to sense motive. I got a 7.
I could have beat you, but not today.
And the officer goes, No, this is sailors only. We don't have any contractors working in this area.
Okay.
It's a security risk.
Sorry.
I should know.
Sorry.
I'm aware of everything that goes on here.
Just,
You sure you're not at one of the merchant docks down the pier?
yeah, could I, have, one of those buckets of barnacles,
What?
please?
Why do you want a bucket of barnacles?
It's complicated.
I mean, yeah, usually we just kind of dump them in the harbor. So,
It's for my friend.
are you buying them?
I could?
I mean, I don't see why that wouldn't be a problem. Maybe just give us, like, 5 silver.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, you can have a bucket of barnacles. We were gonna throw them out anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, 5 silver. And he goes, hold on, let me head over to the post and get a. He goes, 5 silver.
Yeah.
And he heads over to a guard post that's along the edge, and there's like a little barred window. Goes in behind it. You hear him fumbling with, sounds like a safe or something in there. Puts the coin in. He comes back out and he goes, "Hey, bring up one of the buckets. Somebody wants to buy a bucket of barnacles." And you see one of the dock workers who's been scraping. They're sitting there, sweat having run down their face for a solid day, sunburn. They're wearing their leather gloves, no shirt, and they got like their scraping tool. And they go, "What? Yeah, I want to buy the barnacles." And the guy sort of scratches the back of his head with sort of the dull edge of the scraper and just goes, "Why? I don't know, but they're giving money for it." Okay. And one of them is going to bring up the bucket of barnacles. And as you're waiting for all this to happen, you'll notice that there is a bounty board on the edge of this area that lists some monsters that have been plaguing the region, as well as some wanted posters.
Ooh.
On the wanted posters, you will see one of each member of the Cover of Night, each with a 2,000 gold reward, dead or alive, for wanted for the murder of Glorio Arcona.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's 2,000 gold, dead or alive, for Iunia, Iunia, Siren, Lenore, and Damien. There's also a poster up for Blackjack.
Okay. And it has their likenesses on it as well?
Yes, it has their likenesses on it.
I would like to, if I can, while I'm waiting for my barnacles, just accidentally smear a little mud across the wanted posters.
Okay. You're not currently being observed, so you do that.
I do that.
And you smear some mud across them.
Yes.
The pictures actually look similar to the pictures that were in the newspaper of you guys in Korvosa.
Maybe I'll make it a little bit harder for people to go, oh yeah, you look just like so-and-so if the pictures have been accidentally defaced.
Yes.
Oh no. Somebody came through here and splashed up a mud puddle across these. Oh no.
Incredible.
You would just cast like a little bit of a create water, make a little water,
and
just
dampen them a little
splash.
bit.
Whoops.
It's been
hold
so
your
rainy.
hold your finger up and act like you're doing a mister, and it ends up.
So rainy. Oh.
Guy comes back out with a bucket of barnacles. There you go.
Thank you.
You're not like a sea witch or something. You're gonna use these barnacles to like bestow a curse on all the sailors that have ever set foot on the boat or something, are you?
That's really specific.
Hey, you wouldn't be surprised.
Nope.
Okay. I'm just making sure because
Thank you for
you're
barnacles.
really not though.
Nope.
Okay, I believe you.
Thank you.
I have no evidence to back this up, but I believe you.
I would be better at lying.
And so you get your barnacles and you feed them to Portobello.
Thus acquired.
And let's fast forward for a little bit because I imagine you guys have a decent time at the bar.
Yes. But I have a question first. How happy do the barnacles make Portobello?
Portobello starts chomping them down, tossing them up in the air with one tentacle and snatching them out of the air with his mouth like they're little pieces of popcorn.
Amazing.
And he's just like, thanks, Squelch.
You're welcome.
Tasty.
Squelch gives Portobello a hug.
No. I believe Ophelia and Blackjack had a plan. Or the shape of a plan.
The shape of a plan.
The beginnings of a plan.
The general shape of a plan.
What is your plan?
So, Vencarlo.
Yes. Vencarlo sitting at a table in the back of the clinky chain. Yes, Ophelia. What's on your mind?
I think there was a rich bastard who lived somewhere around here who we were going to put in his place while obtaining some help for a friend.
Yes. One Lord Ostius Veldraine. Heir to the Veldraine family.
So I think it's probably a bit of a covert operation.
Yes, the Veldraines are their family named the town, obviously.
Obviously.
Actually, if anybody wants to roll either knowledge history or knowledge nobility.
Oh, me.
Yes, Damien.
Oh, fuck. 4 on die. Iunia? Okay, Iunia got a 21. Damien got a 17.
Anybody else rolling?
Yeah, we'll see.
Nobility or history?
Ophelia has a pretty good knowledge check. Her knowledge nobility check is actually better. Not when I roll a natural one,
Nope.
it's not.
Yeah, no, Ophelia, you have no idea who the fuck he's talking about.
Right. Ostius Veldraine, obviously. We all know who that is.
And Iunia will say, yes.
I know about Ostius Veldraine.
Okay. So, you will know that Veldraine gets its name from the Veldraine family. The first Veldraine was the first mate to Admiral Kiamalu. who, let me see.
Admiral Kiamalu.
Yes, Admiral Kiamalu. That would be Admiral Mercadio Kiamalu. Basically, story goes that you had Admiral Mercadio Kiamalu, notable for the Mercator projection of the of the inner sea.
That bastard!
Mercadio Kiamalu was a rival of Field Marshal Korvosan.
Okay.
Who, in the years before the founding of Korvosa, had frequent clashes over who should get more funding to explore the frontier.
Okay.
Kiamalu was, very stuck in his ways and like, oh no, I am the naval officer. He's just an army guy. And
Admiral Kiamalu.
yes, Admiral Kiamalu.
His name is Admiral Kiamalu. There's a million things he wants to do.
Yes. He establishes this settlement at an indefensible beach at the mouth of Conqueror's Bay. And there's a big argument about how bad this positioning is between him and his first mate, Veldraine.
Uh-huh.
Veldraine writes letters back to the Emperor saying this place is completely indefensible, it's never going to work. The settlement is attacked and razed by local Shawanti with no survivors. For this horrible mistake, Veldraine writes these extremely public letters about how this was all Admiral Kiamalu's fault.
Got roasted on Twitter.
Yeah, got roasted on Twitter. And word gets back to the Emperor, right? Mm-hmm. The Emperor demotes Kiamalu and gives his command to Veldraine.
Oh, shit!
And then Veldraine founds a town at a natural harbor near the original position of Kiamalu's settlement.
And that is the city we know.
And that is the city that we now know as Veldraine.
All right.
There was also like a whole thing where Kiamalu was like super insulted, and there was probably a duel.
Pistols at dawn.
And so nobody ever talks about Lord Veldraine, except for the fact that the town still bears his name and his family continues to govern it to this day. Ostius Veldraine is the latest in a long line of very bitter people that have held the title of Lord Veldraine.
Wow. Several details of that were really different than the play I saw that was done by the Korvosa players.
Yes.
They didn't rap at all, did they?
No, they really didn't. Admiral Kiamalu. Good lord. The same notable playwright that also created In the Heights, a musical about life dealing with gentrification of the Korvosan Heights, as the city was stabilized and it became an upscale neighborhood.
Well done.
Incredible.
Well done. Min Lanwell.
Min Lanwell. Oh my god.
Anyway.
Yes.
Jesus.
The hit South Shore musical.
God.
Kiamalu.
Okay. It's got a chellish pentagram and he's standing at the top.
little late.
Anyway, yes. So we're talking. So that's all very interesting. It's not entirely relevant to our heist situation here.
Yeah.
But
yes,
thank you.
the relevant information is that Ostius Veldraine is the latest in a long line of very bitter people that have held the title of Lord Veldraine, and they make their home at Veldraine Manor, which is along the North Road, heading out of town. It is a very extravagant and kind of garish estate.
As is the manner of manners.
As is the manner of manners. And it's said that he has a great collection of magical items and art objects from the heyday of the family.
So
I think that's all you actually know
so
about.
we're thinking if there's anything in there that can help our dear friend, our cat in the bag, if you will. It's probably in that guy's house.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, obviously both of us are good at the sneaking around, but I think we could use a little spell casting. Damien!
What?
Oh no.
Damien's finishing like his second whiskey.
What is it?
Damien, do you want to do crimes?
What? Against who?
Against rich people.
Fuck yeah.
Amazing. So, what is your plan for getting into this guy's house?
So, Damien can cast Dimension Door,
Okay.
which will help us get through whatever fences.
And you have a wand of dimension.
We have a wand of Dimension Door now
You
as well.
have 2 wands of dimension door.
Oh
don't
my
you?
god. Let me just double check on that.
No, just
No,
one.
just one.
Okay.
Just one.
Sorry, I had multiple wands of dimension door.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
I only got one.
Yep. Well, when you don't murder hobo, you don't get all the loot.
Yeah.
The trade-off.
Unfortunately, on that cultist whose body I didn't loot, there was a ring of splendid security on that guy. Just, damn. But so where's Veldraine's house?
Hey, it's right here where there's this nice picture of this guy. This guy who looks like Willem Dafoe.
Not Willem Defriend. Willem Dafoe.
Yes, there is a
God, that's uncanny.
Yeah, a man who looks a lot like Willem Dafoe with a long mane of gray hair and sunken eyes and deep wrinkles around his face.
Protruding cheekbones and just hollow, craggy cheeks.
Yes. He has a high collar on a fine leather gambeson that seems to be indicative of someone who probably served in the Navy and likes to wear their uniform around to remind people that they're a military man.
What a prick.
Yes. Yes. Lord Veldraine.
Lord Ostentatious Veldraine.
Ostius Veldraine.
Sure.
Yes.
Lord Asshole Veldraine.
I think that's all you guys actually know about the place from what you rolled.
Okay. We may need to spend a little bit of time casing the joint. Unless...
Oh, actually, no, let me give you one extra piece of important information about the history. The city of Veldraine was independent for a little while. Basically, the city was established in 4410, and it was independent for 6 years, at which point Korvosan subjugated it.
Oh, rip.
Yeah. It was a whole thing.
So, is there like a fence around here? Like I kind of feel like maybe I should get some information from like the black market in the area before I have other people broken into Lord Veldraine's house before, and if so, what was their experience like?
Sorry, what are you doing?
I want to see if I can get information on Veldraine's house so I don't just, dimension door into his bedroom by accident or something.
Okay. So how would you like to go about getting this information? Because you don't have this information.
Yeah. So,
You could consult the local library. You could ask around.
There's a local library?
It's a decently sized town. A large town, even.
Oh my god.
They maybe ask the historical society about stories about Veldraine Manor.
So what's happening is it's like 5 p.m.
Yes.
Everybody is sitting around. Ophelia and Vencarlo have their heads together, and they've pulled in Damien, and they're talking about where they should get the information. And Damien goes,
Is there a library? Can we go to the library? Let's go to the library!
and he stands up and starts leaving the. Wait.
Lenore, Iunia,
Well, what is it?
should we head out?
Or, I didn't say Lenore Iunia. I said the other names.
What? Yes.
Yeah,
You call to whatever their fucking fake names were.
Ophelia calls to Lenore and Iunia using whatever fake names.
Did you write down their fake names?
No.
Okay.
I don't think they had fake names yet.
Okay.
Abel Baker.
Evil.
And
I write them down. I know at least one of you had an actual fake name that we didn't write down. You also needed to talk to the Minister of Culture if you wanted to get a performance license.
Right.
And they said that your writ was only good for 3 days in town.
Right.
And you had to get that if you wanted to stick around. And
Okay. Maybe we can do that tomorrow.
that's day 2 of 3.
Yeah. So right now we are going to the library.
Welcome to 5 p.m. The library is closed.
I just want to jump cut.
Let's go to the library!
Actually, now it's about 5:30.
Jump
the
cut.
doors are locked.
Chirp. The sun is going down. You can hear the
Sun's
the
not going
cricket-
down. It's the middle of summer right now.
The crickets are chirping in the afternoon heat,
Yes.
and the library is closed. Davian's just gonna knock.
Hello?
No response.
Please, I am but a poor bard seeking knowledge.
Somebody, like an old woman, comes to the door, and you just see her through this frosted and kind of dirty glass, that she just points to the sign that says closed, and says that their hours are 9 to 5.
I just got lost on my way here.
And this hook-nosed woman just looks at you like, points at the sign again. Roll diplomacy.
Damien, roll diplomacy. Here
Or
we
bluff.
go. Here we go.
Perform act.
He's actually better at bluff than diplomacy, so let's do that. Fuck.
She wraps a ruler on the sign. And then pulls the shutter down over the window.
Okay. What kind of shitty library closes at 5 p.m.?
Most of them.
Shitty libraries.
Amazing.
Library in Thunex is open all the time.
There is a gift shop across the street, though. They're selling all sorts of things.
Oh?
Little commemorative boats that are sort of modeled on Veldraine's original ship.
Hey, Damien, will you feel better if we get you a little boat?
Maybe.
How much are the little boats?
Like a couple silver.
Which one do you want?
Why? Are you interested in the history of Veldraine?
Oh.
Welcome to Crazy Eddie's Discount Gifts. We got all kinds of deals for those of you who are interested in the history of Veldraine. Try one of our commemorative scale model boats. You can put them in a bathtub and they actually float just like the original Lord Veldraine.
Wow, yeah, those are definitely tiny boats.
We also have these. These are scale models of the ship originally commanded by Admiral Kiamalu. They don't float. They just sink right to the bottom of your bathtub.
Fitting.
Just like Kiamalu's career.
Fitting. Actually, boy, are we glad that we've met you. First off, your tiny boats are top notch.
Thank you. I made them myself.
You have a talent, sir.
I made them after thorough consultations of actual records of what the sailing vessels of the founders of Korvosa should have looked like.
You have done an excellent job, Mr.
Would you like
Eddie,
to see my
sir.
notes and my diagrams?
Yes.
That would be 5 gold.
Okay.
You see, this guy is like, wow, these guys are really interested in my toy boats.
Yeah. We'll take a look at those documents. Is there anything in there about Veldraine Manor?
There's like tourism packets that talk about the history of the manor and like when it was constructed and how there was a fire in the 4500s, and then part of the manor was restored. There's a lot of talk about the history of the noble family of Veldraine. There's basically the original Lord Veldraine, and then there's about 3 generations, and then you get to Ostius Veldraine, and then you have Ostius's son, Heinrich Veldraine, and then Heinrich and his wife actually died about 10 years ago.
Oh, no.
And nobody was ever able to figure out the exact causes of their death. But Ostius took custody of their son, a boy named Maximilian Veldraine.
Okay.
And there's like little pictures of the family, originally with Ostius Veldraine looming above his son and daughter-in-law,
Terrifyingly,
and a
I'm
little
sure.
little baby in their hands. And then there's a picture which looks more recent, which has just Ostius Veldraine resting a hand on the shoulder of Maximilian Veldraine.
Our one hope to continue the family line.
Yes.
That poor kid.
And yeah, there's a lot of talk about this is Maximilian Veldraine, as
Look at this
he's
sad
kind of
little
a
Victorian child.
yes, a sad Victorian boy of about maybe 13, 14 with messy, poofy hair and sunken eyes.
Are we sure this guy isn't Neil Landis's kid? Looks a bit like him.
It does kind of look like Neil Landis.
Oh, he's got bruisey dark circles under his eyes.
does.
Like he looks sickly.
Well, that's his grandfather, so
Jesus Christ.
I think he looks positively radiant in that
Yeah,
regard.
no. Oh, kiddo.
Like looking at Ostius, he looks like his face is just like a thin layer of leather pulled over a skull.
Jeez, he really does. It's quite uncanny.
Yes.
Like if Willem Dafoe were evil and like the evil distorted his features.
If Willem Dafoe were evil?
If Willem Dafoe and Emperor Palpatine were like merged.
If Willem Dafoe played Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
this guy has like some cracked bloody lip things going
Yeah,
on, and like the
he
side
does.
is like, ugh, get some chapstick, man.
Get me Spider-Man.
But yeah, any additional information about the kid? Maybe we can get information out of the kid.
Yeah, there's a little bit of information about Maximilian. Apparently, his life is actually roll me a knowledge and ability as you're going over.
Is he on his
this
way to
information.
becoming Batman after watching a criminal kill his parents? All right. Knowledge history, you said? Okay. Have Iunia roll.
Wait, no, knowledge and ability.
Knowledge and ability. Shit. Okay,
You're
sorry.
reading about the noble family, or you could roll knowledge history for the historical documents.
Okay, we'll roll this. It's a +9 modifier instead of a +10. God
Wow.
damn it, Iunia.
God, you suck at this.
I keep rolling natural ones.
You do. Yeah, there's an 11 for
Okay.
a total of, or a natural 1 for a total of 11.
Or natural 1 for a total of 10. The knowledge and ability is +9.
Okay.
Here we'll have Damien try. God.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay.
A 19.
So you guys are there for a while. At a certain point, the guy's like, I'm closing the shop. Do you all want to stay for dinner?
Oh, thank you.
I don't usually get people this interested in my work.
Oh, it's so interesting.
Thank you.
Let's have Ophelia roll a knowledge history check too, see if we can get that up over the 30s. So it's okay. So Ophelia helps. So a 31.
Okay.
Should we stay for dinner?
I mean, you're gonna have to. It takes 8 hours to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, at about 7 p.m., Ophelia, you are starting to feel a little weird. You start to get this feeling in your legs, like they're sort of turning a little. You know, you're starting to feel a little shaky on your legs.
How long has it been since I cast Fins to Fate?
Probably in the morning. So we're coming up on about 10 hours. Yeah.
Actually, I am not feeling great. Would somebody be able to help me back to our inn, please?
So Ophelia is not actually able to aid for the entire time, as at about 7 p.m. you start to feel your legs get kind of shaky, and you can feel the magic starting to wear off. And you have a couple minutes.
Lenore is going to fairly scoop Ophelia up and say, thanks for dinner.
Right, but you didn't even stay for desserts. I was going to order tiramisu from the baker down the street.
Oh, here. Hold on. Can you wait for a second? Sorry. They'll bring me back a piece.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And so, actually, Lenore, where are you going?
Oh, God. Do we have an inn that we were going to? No.
Back to the Clinky Chain?
Yeah. Back to the Clinky Chain.
All right, so you're going back to the Clinky Chain, and about halfway there, the magic wears off on Ophelia's legs. And suddenly you are carrying a merfolk with a full golden tail.
Oh, jeez. As the center of gravity shifts, Lenore needs to kind of like shift Ophelia around in her arms a bit.
Amazing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is just awkward. This didn't used to happen to me.
Yeah, this has literally never happened in the entire time that I've known you. Lenore is carrying Ophelia. She's sort of moving to carry through like alleys and stuff that are a little bit more secretive now.
You will at a certain point be in like lamplight, and there'll be like somebody leaning out a window, actually probably dumping their chamber pot, and they look and they go, "That lady's carrying a mermaid. Look, Ma, it's a mermaid."
Oh my God. Let's pull a blanket out of the bag of holding and just cover up Ophelia's tail.
Somebody else, like an older woman, comes to the mermaid. What are you talking about? People don't walk around the streets with mermaids. And look and say, "No, look, it's just a lady with a blanket covering her. And a fishtail poking out. Oh my God, it's a mermaid." And we'll get back to that later. So Damien, you did get a 29 total.
Yes.
What are you looking for?
We're looking for either information about Maximilian Veldraine, or about the manor and the construction thereof. And it's like something along those. And the treasure vault of the manor is really unique in the way that it XYZs.
Roll for me. Do you have skill focus in either nobility or history?
No.
Okay. So roll for me a D8 plus your int mod.
Okay. My int mod
See how much
is
information you get.
now a +7. So 1d8 plus 7.
Okay.
10.
So with a 10, you gather, the circumstances of Heinrich Veldraine and his wife's deaths have never fully been investigated. There's a lot of rumors about Maximilian Veldraine, that he seems to be a tormented boy who has never quite reconciled the death of his parents.
Oh my God.
And there's a lot of talk about how, some people aren't necessarily sure that he's fit to carry on the Veldraine line.
He is going to become Batman, isn't he?
There's talks about him just being a bit of a troublemaker. There's talks about him being about getting into public fights with his grandfather, where he would mouth off to him, and there was a famous incident a while back where he was mouthing off to Ostius Veldraine about something about the way that he was running the city, and Ostius slapped him in the face, like in front of a huge crowd of gathered nobles. He's a belligerent young man, as young men often are at the age of 14.
A troublemaker.
Other than that, you know, that he's got a typical noble education of anyone who would be a noble in the holdings of Korvosa. He's got like a thorough education of the history of Korvosa and of Cheliax. There's he speaks multiple languages. He's been educated on the history of the city.
Excellent.
It seems that the family is doing that Ostius is doing everything he can to prepare the boy to lead the family. However, there's a lot of doubts that he will be able to take up that position.
Excellent. So
you'll also know that there are tours available of a public area within the manor that you can attend at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 2 o'clock every day.
Oh my God. Okay. So, Damien is looking at this.
Maybe we don't actually have to get in ourselves at all.
Mm-hmm.
Damien looks at Iunia.
Think we could convince the kid to be a hero?
Perhaps not us, but one of our friends could. Damien turns to Vencarlo.
What do you say we thank you. We'll have can I have an extra piece of the tiramisu, by the way? Thank you.
The guy lives on his own, and he seems very happy to have all this company. He's going on and on about the construction of the Temple of Erastil. And apparently there was a lot of drama about who to dedicate the temple to. Because, they wanted something that would look over the Navy. Mm-hmm. And this one person was like, we should make a temple to Torag for the military service. We should make a temple to Abadar to protect our commerce. And then finally they settled on a temple to Erastil because there's not a lot of temples to Erastil in the area. And they wanted someone who could protect them while they were on their long voyages patrolling the coast. And apparently it was a whole thing.
Fascinating. Thank you.
So we'll put all of our stuff back, and say our goodbyes to this fellow. Give him a couple of gold for his trouble.
Thanks for the food. Here's 2 more gold. Is that sufficient? I have no idea how much tiramisu costs around here.
Yeah, that would be great. It was just wonderful to meet all of you.
Yeah, it was great.
Yes, it's great talking to you. Well, let me know when Charlie can come back.
Yeah,
Charlie,
she wasn't feeling good, but
yeah, that's a shame.
All right, come on, Baker.
And yeah, they'll make their way. We'll make our way back to the Clinky Chain to meet up with Squelch and Portobello.
Clinky Chain, Rare Sailboat, and the Loud Frog.
Rare Sailboat. So yeah, we'll head back there. Squelch and Portobello started hanging out in the back with an empty bucket of barnacles. Lenore and Ophelia making their way there, as Lenore is sort of carrying Ophelia bridal style through various alleyways and etc. And do we all get back there all right? Okay.
Yeah, you get back there already.
Does anybody else yell at Ophelia's unusual fishtail?
A few other people notice that you are a mermaid.
This is so embarrassing. Put me in the bag of holding and let me die.
If I put you in the bag of holding, I have to take Neolandis out. There's not room for both of you. I'm not taking Neil Landis out.
Right. Actually, Neil Landis will come out while you guys are having dinner, and he'll be like, okay, yeah, way I figure it. There's a few times during the day that would be totally safe. He goes, so at dawn, I probably need to be in the bag because that's when the queen will be waking up. From about 8 to 11, she's busy with matters of state. And so I can probably be out of the bag at that time. Unless she's delegated the job of having somebody scry on me to someone else who tries it during that time. And then she would have a brief moment to take care of personal affairs before her lunch, which would be at noon. That goes for an hour, and then then she holds court for 3 hours after that, and then from 4 to 5 she has her private tea, and then there's a chance that she might scry on me during that time. And then from 5 to 7 there's more meetings with the council, and then of course her dinner at 6. And I can probably be out of the bag during that time.
Okay.
Because I think everybody in the castle will be busy with dinner.
Okay.
So I'm working it out. I think there's some times that I can be out of the bag.
Okay. What if she messes with her schedule to make it harder to predict her movements?
Well, then I'm fucked.
Hopefully she doesn't do that. Probably piss a lot of people off.
A lot of these things are traditions that are enshrined in the Korvosan monarchy, and I realize that saying that after everything you've told me about what she's been doing doesn't really mean as much as I would hope.
We'll do our best.
Okay. But anyway.
As we go into the clinky chain again, Iunia is gonna just make sure their hood is pulled over their face. Hey, do y'all have rooms available?
I don't know. Rooms are usually for people that paid the cover charge. Just saying.
We'll give you 2 gold for each of us.
Okay. Yeah, I got rooms for you.
All right.
And he will actually say, yeah, I got a couple guest rooms on the 2nd floor. They're in the new edition, so they got all the fancy amenities of a new edition.
Nice. Cool.
You open the door to one of these fancy rooms, and you'll see that these new amenities that they have include things like floors with holes in them, below which you can see the bar room, and you can see people moving around down beneath.
God!
And some of the other amenities include circulating air via the drafts of the air blowing through the gaps in the boards on the side of the building.
Would casting mending on any of this help at all?
It wasn't built right the first time. No.
Oh, God. All right, so we're holed up here for 12 gold.
Yep.
Yay.
Yep. Good job.
This fucker. This is the part of the adventure where Rain's like, you all have money to burn. I'm going to squeeze it out of you.
12 gold? Really? Is that squeezing gold out of you?
It's the principle of it.
It's the principle of the thing.
It's the principle of the thing.
All right.
So
what's your plan for the next day?
Plan for the next day. Well, first we gotta wait for Ophelia to be able to make her tail turn into legs again.
Now, do you all have a better means of transporting Ophelia than Lenore carrying her all the time?
No. We should get like a oh my God, can we get like a combat wheelchair?
Maybe. That's possible.
Oh my God.
Is that something that you'd like to look into?
Yeah, when Ophelia has her tail,
yes,
her land speed is 10 feet around.
Yes.
It's bad.
Yes.
I would love for her to be able to move 30 feet around.
So if you can get a combat wheelchair, you can, depending on the complexity of the wheelchair, do a lot more.
She could also use her celestial armor to cast fly on herself and get a fly speed of 60 feet. But for a
minute per
couple,
level.
yeah, for a few minutes.
So you need something a little more permanent for the rest of the time.
Yeah. So that would be a neat thing if we get one that like folds and we could put it in the bag of holding. And then if Ophelia turns into a mermaid, and we're in the middle of something, we can pull it out and sort of re-expand it, and she can use that to get around a bit faster, a bit easier.
Yeah, maybe.
I get the impression that going 10 feet around is probably very clumsy and uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's basically untenable.
Flop, flop, flop. Not great. So yeah, so we could look into getting that. But also, I want to see if I can find Maximilian and be like, hey, kid, you want to screw over your old man? Do you want to help somebody who really needs it and be a hero?
Yeah.
Also, do you want to screw over your old man?
So you want to find a 14-year-old boy who is the heir to the noble house,
and ask him to steal his grandpa's amulet of proof against detection
How
location.
do you plan on getting in contact with him?
I don't know.
Keeping in mind, you are talking about sneaking into the vicinity of a 14-year-old boy.
Iunia prepped sending today. Iunia, does sending have a word limit in Pathfinder?
Yes, I believe it's 25 words.
Yes. A creature with which you are familiar.
Not really familiar with him.
But then it says the subject recognizes you if it knows you.
Oh. I guess you are familiar with
I think you just have to be able
Maximilian.
Yeah. Maximilian Veldraine is, I think,
Yeah, it's
familiar
probably enough,
enough.
actually.
So something like, this is Iunia of the famed cover of Night. We need your help. Meet in the market square at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay. That's your message?
Please respond confirmation.
You will get... How long does sending last?
It's 10 minutes to cast.
10 minutes casting. Okay. You'll get... There is a little bit of hesitancy in the response, but then you will hear, I heard about Lord Arcona. My grandfather deserves worse.
Oh, shit.
That's it?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this might be going forward. This might be happening. Oh, I wish I would have prepped more than one sending today, unfortunately. Lenara goes, do you have another sending? No. Why? I wanted to see if I could talk to Edgar.
Oh.
It's been a little while. And I'm sure things are really scary. I miss him. I only prepared one sending today, Iunia says, looking a little bit embarrassed and sheepish at Eleanor's earnestness. If you want, I can prepare it again tomorrow, and I could talk to him on your behalf then. Yeah, that would be nice. I understand, though, if you need to prepare stuff for Veldraine stuff and not for me. I've been waiting a while. I can wait another day. The way you say that is only making me feel worse. I'm sorry, it's just a lot. So, I guess we're gonna get a good night's sleep. Does Ophelia need to stay moist? I feel like...
Yes.
Okay.
You do need to stay moist.
Squelch is going to cast create water on some on like a bedroll to get it like nice and soaky.
Amazing.
And we'll get our snoozes in. I guess Portobello is probably not up here. Portobello is sleeping out back in the stables, if there are stables. yeah, I guess in the morning, should we leave it here and move on to shenanigans next time, or should we?
Let's go to the market.
All right. So in the morning, we will Ophelia will cast Fenced Feet on herself, and we'll.
What hour are you casting Fenced Feet on yourself?
Huh?
At what hour?
At what hour? 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So like right as we're leaving,
Okay.
Ophelia's sort of like awkwardly flopping around, and Lenore's decided to carry her again. We should probably get me a chair or something. Yeah, we'll see if they have one in the market.
Okay. I think we'll do the shopping off air because there is a bit of shopping that you can do where you can offload some of your gear here, just obviously not all of it.
Yes.
Because of the purchase limit of the town.
Yes.
But we'll do that, and we can handle probably the chair. I will tell you, you will find a shop somewhere in town that does have assistive devices for helping people. It has things like clockwork limbs or stuff like that, as well as it has like clockwork prosthetics for limb replacements. As well as, your more traditional stuff. They also have like hooks and peg legs and things like that. But they also have wheelchairs. Your more typical wheelchairs, just the big old Victorian wheelchairs with the huge wheels on the sides. Those will run you about 20 gold. Then they do have as well a magical wheelchair, which is basically, it is enchanted with floating disc and allows you to move at a speed of about 30 feet. Now, you can't be more than 5 feet above the ground at any time. But it allows you to have a move speed of 30 feet as long as you maintain 5 feet above the ground.
Fuck yes.
And it comes with pouches where you can store your gear along the armrests.
Excellent.
And it can float up and down stairs as opposed to your more traditional wheelchair, which has to be like tipped back and pulled upstairs and stuff. But yeah, this let me go to the actual magic item pricing so that I can I don't have this as a magic item.
Yeah.
But it's a relatively simple enchantment.
Yeah.
You just put floating disc on a seat.
Yeah.
And now you can hover along.
Yeah. There is a series of assistive devices coming out for Pathfinder 2E.
Yes.
That will probably be out by the
they'll be in
time
the Grand Bazaar.
by the time this episode comes out.
Yes,
but doesn't exist
They don't
yet.
exist right now. So
yeah,
I
it
can't
doesn't
do
exist yet.
Okay, so this is a constant magical effect. Or really, it can just be a high enough caster level effect because this lasts for an hour per level anyway. So, wait. Continuous, use activated or continuous is spell level times caster level times 2,000 gold. Right. So for floating disc is a first level spell at a caster level of 1 to enchant the item with floating disc. And so times 2,000. So it's 2,000 gold.
Okay. Yeah.
For a magical for a magical hovering chair.
We will get Ophelia a magical hovering chair.
It's basically just the chair.
Yeah.
And it's got like a little footrest hanging off the bottom. It's got armrests that can be folded up or put down in case you want to use it in combat. Either you can have the armrest there to support your arms, or you can put them down so that you can like wield a weapon and like fight.
Yeah. Nice.
And it's collapsible. Basically, it just folds up. It's not much. It's you got the back of the chair, you got the seat, and you got the leg rest, and you can fold it all flat into just like a little briefcase size thing.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And yeah, 2,000 gold.
That's great. We will happily put down 2,000 gold for that.
Cool. And you can also equip it with accoutrements if you wanted to do that. But we're not going to get into that. This place doesn't have that stuff, but if you wanted to, you can add like, armor to it.
Excellent.
Like that.
Excellent.
Grant yourself like a deflection field and stuff like that.
Oh boy, that's exciting. Okay, So we'll get that, and then we'll head to the market square and look around for a sickly Victorian teenager.
Yes.
We are in disguise. Should I roll disguise for the day?
I think if you take enough time in the morning, you can just have Ophelia take 20 on disguise to get everybody ready.
Okay, so that's a 32 for everyone flat, and then a 42 for Ophelia because of disguise self from the ring, and a 27 for Iunia.
Technically, both Ophelia and
Carlo?
Yes, Ophelia and Giancarlo both benefit from their anonymous social identity.
Oh yes.
So you also get a plus 20.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So nobody's seeing through Ophelia's disguise.
Ophelia has had enough experience disguising herself at this point that you can take 20 over the course of the 2 hours that it takes before you cast Finn's Defeat, getting everybody ready in a way that, they wouldn't be recognizable on their own.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get out to the market, and the market in the morning is a flurry of activity. And it seems like there are, there's hundreds of people in this area buying food and clothing, various luxury items that are on sale in the market. And did you say where in the market you were meeting him? Or you're just looking for
I didn't have the
14-year-old?
I didn't have the words.
Okay. So, give me I think a survival, because you're trying to track him.
All right, come on, Squelch.
God.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Squelch
I got a natural one.
Squelch spends about an hour looking around, and there's so many people, it's kind of overwhelming.
Lenore, what is with my rolls tonight?
Yeah.
That's a 3.
Yeah, a couple hours go by, you're not able to find any sign of the kid.
This is so embarrassing.
Yes. It's getting to about noon now.
Iunia did prepare sending again today. And they will go over into a corner, spend 10 minutes casting it, say, apologies for the delay. Please meet us next to the fake handbag stall.
Right. Okay.
And we will go that way.
You go to the fake handbag stall.
God damn it.
Wow. How many spell slots does it take to find a teenager?
Just gotta give me a second. I'm rolling so bad tonight, and it's so funny.
Incredible.
It's like sometimes it's really sad and unfortunate and frustrating, and sometimes it's funny. And thankfully tonight it's funny. But yeah, so we'll go and wait by the fake handbag stall.
Okay. The lady that you talked to before will be there, and she'll be like, "Oh, hey,
Hi.
hey, were you happy with your handbag?
Oh, it's great.
Everything's
Thank you
good?
so much. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. By the way, about yesterday.
Oh no, it's fine.
I'm
It's fine.
really,
don't
really sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god, this is embarrassing.
Oh no, it's okay. I brought my friend Abel over here. She wants a bag too.
Do you? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, we have only the finest in authentic Talden handbags. They're available for 20 gold.
Oh yeah. Do you have? I like that one up there. Do you have it in red?
And she's like reaching up to get going like, oh, in red. I don't know. She's reaching up to get it, and as her back is turned, you see a flash of light, and one of the handbags on the counter turns red, and a hooded figure reaches out and goes, I think you'll find that this one is red. This?
Oh, thanks.
And the lady turns around and goes, oh my gosh, I guess it is. Wow, I didn't see that.
That's really thank you. Wow.
Do you have one in
Nicely spotted.
have one in black? And she'll go, Yes, I do. And the hooded figure puts down a couple platinum pieces and goes, I'll take one in black. and the figure bows and goes, thank you for your incredible service. This is really the finest in Taldan workmanship. And she goes, oh, look at you. Oh, thank you. She's like sort of like looking to try and look in the hood. Like, well, I hope you enjoy it. Of course.
Have a nice day.
Yes. And then the figure will turn and start to walk west.
And we'll follow the figure.
Down an alley. Mm-hmm. And tosses the handbag in a trash can.
Lenore looks at hers and kind of tucks it away.
And then as he rounds a corner, you will see the hood pull back. And there is this pale-skinned, sunken-eyed 14-year-old who goes, so, are you really... looks at who's here?
Ophelia, Lenore, Iunia, and Damien. I think Squelch and Portobello are probably a bit too noticeable. Can Squelch? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe...
No, Squelch would be pretty noticeable.
Yeah,
with
Squelch
the
and Squelch and Portobello are off...
eating barnacles.
Yeah, eating barnacles, holding down the fort at the Clinky Chain. Actually, I think somebody would need to stay back at the Clinky Chain and just keep an eye on if the bartender tells anybody that he thinks he saw a member of the Cover of Night.
Yes. Okay.
So, Squelch will hold down the fort.
So you all are talking to the boy. Yes, you see this boy. He's dressed all in black. He's got a black cloak, very pale skin, and kind of bruised-looking, sunken eyes.
That was a neat trick with the handbag, changing his color.
Yeah, just a bit of magic that I've picked up in my studies. Grandfather says that a proper education does include the study of the arcane.
Good. Not everybody is so keen on it.
Quite. I've heard about you. You're really them. And he's sort of like looking at you, sort of squinting at the disguises, just being like...
Ophelia will, can she just use the ring to briefly look like her regular self, and then go back to being disguised?
You can also costume change, because you're a vigilante.
Oh, yeah. Ophelia can costume change into... Well, she'll put on her siren garb for a bit.
It's us.
You see the kid's eyes sort of... Like, you see this spark in them light up. Heard about what you did. Taking down Glorio Arcona. Vile man.
Yep.
People in the city don't really think so, but I've read about him. I know what he's done. They're all like that. You know, they put on their friendly faces and such at parties, but I hear the way they talk. They've all got skeletons in their closets. Ones that I think should see the light of day.
Well, what did you have in mind?
What do you want from my grandfather?
We have a friend who needs to remain hidden. We were hoping that maybe your grandfather had something in his rather impressive treasure pile that might serve to occlude someone's location.
Ah, you mean like an amulet of proof against detection and location?
Or a wand of non-detection, whatever.
Yes. They're very in vogue for the nobles in Korvosan holdings. I see a lot of them like to keep their clandestine activities secret. But my grandfather has one. He wears it at all times.
Oh.
In fact, I suppose the only time that he ever takes it off is for his evening bath. Not exactly the best time to intrude.
No, kind of awkward.
But that would be at about 7 p.m. each night. Our manor is extremely well guarded, but I do like to take the air on, especially on these hot summer days.
Of course.
window could be open, and you see him like lean out from this alley where you can actually see one of the towers of the manor. Perhaps that one. You see there's like a little balcony about like on like the second or third story. It's hard to tell because you're looking over the roofs of some of the smaller buildings here. It's like perhaps that one would remain open. Perhaps from there you would enter and you could proceed down the hall. There'd be a spiral staircase in the tower itself, which would take you to the second floor landing. My grandfather's quarters would be there.
I suppose it would be a shame to discover the man had sustained some sort of accident while bathing. Those porcelain tubs can get awfully slippery.
No. Take what you want. There's enough death in Korvosan holdings. But if you find anything that grandfather would not like the world to know, I suppose you have your friends who can tell secrets.
We can manage that.
That's the trouble with all the lords of Korvosa. They'll think they can hide away their secret selves, but the shadow can be seen. And actually, as he says, the shadow can be seen.
Iunia's ears perk up a little bit.
There's almost like a drawing in of the midday shadows around him, and you almost see like this second shadow seem to stretch out from him, and come to rest upon the wall. It says this: the shadow seems to peel off from the wall into a ghostly figure. And from the research that you've had, you would see that this hollow figure that seems to appear looks like the pictures of Heinrich Veldraine.
Oh my god. This child is haunted by his dad?
Yes. And you'll see this figure almost like wisping off as if wind is blowing him. Just like look up toward the window, look at you, and then look at Maximilian and nod.
Yes. Much can be revealed in shadow. Iunia is staring at this phantom.
I've heard about what you did with the Temple of Aroden. They say the shadows still linger. I've come to familiarize myself with a few lingering shadows in my time.
You have my condolences, child. This is not an easy path to tread.
It is not. Hopefully yours keep you as good company as mine. He reaches out a hand, and the figure closes around his hand.
That is so sweet and so fucking terrifying.
Find what you can about my grandfather. Share it with whoever will listen.
You have our word.
Okay. And with that, we will bring this to an end.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is much more than I was expecting. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so he doesn't want us to kill his grandpa.
No.
Just take what we want and let the skeletons out of the closet.
Yes, let the skeletons out of the closet.
I think it seems very much like Veldraine may have killed his son and his daughter-in-law. Like this is why else would the kid is so the kid is haunted by his father,
yes.
The spirit of his father. Good lord. So if we can jokes about the Batman thing, but like, if Batman were a medium, I guess, is it a medium or
a spiritualist?
Spiritualist. If Batman were a spiritualist.
Able to summon the phantom of his father.
Summon the phantom of his dead parents, yeah. Holy shit, man. Also, this kid is cool. This kid is cool as fuck. I love this game. I love that there are just like cool, plucky children who are ready to fuck shit up, who the cover of night can help. I love helping plucky children fuck shit up.
Fuck shit up.
This is what I'm here
Go
for.
with plucky children everywhere.
Yes.
And we will be back next time.
Fight the power.
Row, fight the power.
We'll be back next time on Curse of the Crimson Throne. Fuck shit up. Fuck shit up. Fuck shit up. Oh. Sorry. To Heaven to Roll is produced by David Clark and Katie Duckshire. The Curse of the Crimson Throne and the Pathfinder role-playing game are property of Paizo and are used in accordance with their community use policy. This session featured sound effects from Syrinscape. To see how you can use Syrinscape to enhance your own games, check out Syrinscape.com. This session also featured music from Michael Ghelfi Audio and Philip Melvin, including The Ascension of Arthur, Halls of Sandman, Walk the Path of Shadows, Dread the Circle, Dark Metropolis, and A Dreadful Reflection. We are on Twitter at To Have and To Roll. Rain is at Rain0. That's RANE and the number 0. Daft is at Daft Prodigy. We are also on Tumblr, tohaveandtoroll.tumblr.com. We will be back in 2 weeks as the Cover of Night dig into the secrets held by one Ostius Veldraine. Will they find a magical means to properly hide the seneschal? Will they find evidence of foul play against Maximilian's parents? Will Damien's experience with heists from the Jagari Museum help them at all here? I guess we'll find out next time. Bye!